I
I have better
can't
things to
watch
do, like go to sleep.
Laura Ingraham. I can't watch
I'm
her.
not a fan either. That network's dead. They don't have any personalities. Another that funny guy we liked, Gutfeld. We raves about him.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
watched
yeah.
it and I go, okay, I don't know if he's that funny. I mean, he's all right. I'm not like enamored with it.
No. Let's see here. I got another good clip here. You might like this one. Let's check this out.
Hey everyone, my name is Jordan Carr, and I'm a former Air Force intel officer and captain that was discharged over the COVID-19 mandates. I've seen a lot of representatives in the last week tweeting about some sort of restitution, and we really appreciate that. We really appreciate the support. But I did want to touch on a couple of the things that I've seen from these representatives, and that's calls for an apology, restoration of rank, back pay, and that sort of thing. While all of those things would be wonderful, the reality is that an apology would not be genuine, because in order for an apology to be genuine, there has to be an admittance of wrongdoing, and the DoD, DHS, and Officer Corps will not admit that they were wrong.
There you go.
No.
What do you think of that?
No, like we did that video. I love the troop. They're not coming. Hey, most of the people didn't take the poke. They want to get out anyway. There's
Yeah.
a small percentage that were like really, say, Christian with scientists or something. Most of them want to get out. Some of them are lingerers. Some are just like, this is perfect out the door. Now, why would you get out with other honorable whatever they were getting? Like you described, I don't remember what you said, but they can't get VA benefits, so they're truly hurt. They just want to get out. They're like, why get out early? They don't think they thought through that. So their fix or discharges, I would think, would be the decent thing to do. But you're not bringing. I mean, you've been out for 3 years, or whatever the timeline is. You're gone. You can't get back into the rank.
I couldn't
Restore
do
your
it.
rank. You're done. You're gonna go sit some shitty job, and it's gonna be like dead end career. I mean, it's done. The horse left the barn. They made that the decision. It's affecting recruiting now. Between Afghanistan and that, I get a lot of young guys on the channel that come on and they see it. And they go, well, lots of reasons, but they see that. Like they see the woke part of it. They don't want to do it. But then they see that, which is more, hits home more. Like, here's what we think of our troops. So kick them out. They don't want to take it. But, I didn't think about it at the time, but now people have this information, right? So why would they ever want to take something like that? Knowing what they know. And, I get it. That people chimed in the comments, well, we all took it, bro. And I go, I hear you. I did too. I took everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a different world. But I was short, okay? I'm getting out. And there was some, go down to the sick bay, or sick call, and they're going to give you shots. You're sitting out line, there's a corpsman there. And I said, what is that, doc? He goes, fever. I go, nope. I'm getting out like 3 months. I'm not shitting and pissing puking all weekend. No way.
Yep.
Because, they get like Thursday or something. You're sick all weekend. Everybody's sick. I said, I'm not doing it. Chief comes out. I'm going to tell your friend. Go tell him. I went down. He's like, you rah, 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 rah. I'm not going to be, my weekend's not getting wrecked. I'm not getting deployed. I'm not deployable. I was coming off an injury. Not deployable. No. Because I don't want to be sick all weekend.
I think at some point the VA, and it'll be 30 years from now, just like they did Agent Orange, they'll acknowledge something to do with the whole vac thing. It'll be too late. It's already becoming too late right now. I saw Peter McCullough, and I know you're probably not supposed to even say that name on YouTube, but he put out some information. Y'all should go look at it yourself. I'm not saying another word, but Peter McCullough, go check that guy out, right? But with the new pneumonia, that's what they're calling it. I think we can say pneumonia on YouTube. That's coming out of China right now, and there's clips everywhere with these hospitals just inundated. And I saw some people today. I live in a university town, so of course I've got the very heightened, aware, educated, enlightened, higher level thinkers. I'm much dumber than all of them.
The smartest in the room, of course.
Smartest, absolutely. I went to the post office, and there was like 8 people in line at the post office. They were all dressed like train robbers. Are you starting to see that now too, with all the masks?
I don't see it a lot here, but I'm in a pretty rural area. I mean, I'm not far from Bristol, Tennessee and Virginia, but you get some of those people. I was down in Johnson City, where there's a big university town. I didn't see it yet, but I see, green hair, septum rings, skinny fat girls together, acting like they're lesbians. I'm like, this is cute. Yeah, I did see one kid, though. I was going to the gas station. I walk, and he's masked. He's a young kid, and it becomes, I was at Atlanta Airport, okay? This was long ago, after COVID. All these young black kids were wearing masks, and they're wearing Yeezy shoes, $800 Yeezy shoes, which somebody had to tell me what they were, but they're all wearing these shoes.
I don't know what that is.
It's $800 shoes, look like stupid. It's not worth it. It was what's his name? Kanye West shoes. I had to ask, I'm like, what are these kids wearing these shoes for? But needless to say, they're wearing masks, okay? And I asked the lady, because of course my flight was delayed. And I go, why are they all wearing masks? Do you have to at Delta? She goes, no. They were probably all sub 30-year-old young black kids wearing masks. I think it's like a fashion statement. It's like you're a bank robber. Like, when could you walk to the bank with a mask on? It was promoted until this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, in Virginia, where I'm at, it's in blue. I mean, you know, we had Youngkin win the governorship at the last lunatic that was there, wanted to abort babies out of the womb.
Oh,
But, you know, it just flipped. The
he
Senate
was a
just flipped.
blackface guy too.
Yeah, of course, like Trudeau. Did you see that big stir about the kid in the Chiefs gear? You know, like headdress on, his face is painted.
He's a little kid. What?
And then they doxed him, and some scumbag from Deadspin's like, "Oh, what do you think about this Roger Goodell?"
I saw
like,
you tweet that. I mean, at what point do they go after Elizabeth Warren for claiming to be an Indian? You know, I mean,
Harvard Law we got our first Native American law professor, Elizabeth. Came out. It was said by Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah.
You know, actually, it was by Harvard Law.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you say, you know, on this new channel, they asked the gender and all that stuff, and race and all that business? Oh, you can imagine I put down.
Oh, I'm a troon. Absolutely.
I put down everything but white. They said, what did they say? Other, and I put like non-binary, identify as a cat gender. Like, it was, would you like to be involved in our programs?
Yep.
Like, when Meta first came out, they had a program for people. And I had enough people on Jameson's Travels. I got like a special email. I didn't respond for a while. And they go, well, now it's closed unless you're a person of color. And they're basically giving you money, just like Rumble does. So Rumble invited people over. They pay them to put a show there because you can't make any money otherwise. It's your pimping product.
Yep.
But they just pumped people they wanted. Well, Meta was just taking people that were of color, like a Sean King, though. I could have said, hey, I'm black. How do you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I could just pencil thin mustache and dye it black and I'm black.
And he's as white as they come. He's as white as they come.
Well, but Rachel Dolezal, she missed it. You remember her?
Oh, that's right. She was the president of the NAACP.
Yeah, she was actually doing something, working like a relatively shitty job, helping, all for it. But she was ahead of her time.
Yep.
Like, now she'd be lauded like she identifies as black. I don't think you can do that yet, but she should.
I want to know, speaking of car insurance, if I change my gender, what do I need to do to get the lower rate? I use USAA insurance, and I want to get the female
I just
rate.
ask them, be like, listen, I identify as a non-binary female, and I'm driving that way, so give me the hookup.
Yeah, I want lower insurance on my Harley.
I think if they said something, you say you have a cause of action.
Yeah, are you misgendering me? Yeah,
right. I mean, yeah, it's ma'am.
Let me show you this. We were talking a little bit about the Daily Wire. Some of y'all might have seen this. Some of you might not.
In a world where women's sports is being transformed, the Daily Wire calls foul with the most triggering comedy of the year.
Wow.
Guys,
All
this
right,
is
Daily
serious.
Wire.
Sports can be your pathway to a better life.
Well, like yours?
Please don't steal my catalytic converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient in becoming a winner.
Maybe you should try it sometime. Are you gonna move?
I am not.
Let's cut to the chase. I know you're not a woman.
Hey, you don't know how he identifies.
What do you think of that?
It seems funny, actually. You know,
for
some reason I have an aversion to Daily Wire. I don't know why. Like, I listened to Ben Shapiro when he was on Seattle radio, and I thought he
talks
good.
too fast for me.
I don't even mind the talking part, but it's an infomercial every 5 seconds. I get it. He's got to pay the bills. And his wife's a doctor. Maybe he says that, but the substance, it seems, I don't know. Maybe I just got jaded because I've got kind of messed with this. You know, I used to watch, I like Noel, some of their stuff, but that's not passionate about it. I know a lot of people love it. I should be more passionate. I mean, they're doing good work over there.
Do you think the controversy between Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro was staged? I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was.
I think it's completely staged.
I mean, they're pretty good at it. Somebody develops drama. I mean, you know, Crowder's kicking off a new thing. All of a sudden, there's a big drama there. I don't know if it's fake or not. It just seems like they're grown men. Like, okay, you've gotten contracts before. You don't record. The whole thing was weird. For these guys they had advisors, right?
Yeah,
they're not doing the negotiation. Their advisors, this advisor, they're talking. You know, it's like me and you doing a deal.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
and then there's like, oh, I got the contract. It's this. It's just an awkward thing
Yeah.
that I found.
I haven't recorded any phone calls. I'll tell you that.
It just seems like it's playing to a crowd of people who don't get it. Like, I get a contract and it's negotiable. I don't like it. I say, well, let's say together. We can do something. You know, like, let's do this election coverage or something. Daily Wire's got a huge platform. I didn't get it. Maybe it's real. I thought the whole thing was odd.
I've got a cousin. She's married to a professional wrestler, and he was very successful in professional wrestling. During World Wrestling Federation, he was part of Degeneration X, the whole like hit their X between the legs. And he told me, and now he runs like this wrestling school. I said, where do you come up with the storylines for wrestling? He said, I go to the grocery store. I go to the meat market. I go to the DHS. I go to the mall. That's how they come up with storylines. And I think if you look at some of the news outlets in terms of wrestling, in order to put the good guy over, you always got to have a heel.
Yeah, of course.
You always have to have a heel. And any hero can't be a hero without a bad guy. I think Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro was like, hey, Candace, you're going to go the Protestant route. We're going to go to the with the Jewish route. You're going to put us over. And then you're going to go on Tucker and create a little more. And it's really going to put us over.
Free advertisement for the Daily Wire. You go on Tucker and get 30 million views, whatever the number is. It's a big number.
Yeah.
And you got free views, and it's like there's a big circle jerk.
Yep.
They're all, come on my program and do this. And I just doubt it's real because, quite
you get
frankly,
200,000 followers on Twitter if you go on Tucker, right?
Yeah, Ben's like, oh, I'm not a CEO. I mean, he's one of the owners, and they have big money from Hollywood. If you look, it's like the Young Turks.
I don't know much about the Young Turks. I've never really been able to stomach them.
Well, who can stomach them? They don't have any views, but they were funded by big DC Hollywood money.
Yep.
Or Hollywood money. And they pushed it down, and they can say whatever they want. And it's like Ethan Klein, H3H3, say whatever you want, or Hassan Piker. They just go on, and nothing happens because they're royalty.
Yeah.
How that rant came up. But
that is so
they don't
true,
they don't fence it. Like people on the, we'll call it the non-left, they fence it, they word soup. They don't fence it at all. I mean, Hassan Piker, this guy, that's the Young Turks, Chunky Yogurt's cousin. He says whatever. I mean, he lets it rip.
Okay. I didn't know that.
And, he's probably making $200,000 a month on YouTube and Twitch and everything else, and nothing happens. So we're up against a wall where you either fence it or can't say anything. This is behind a paywall, so you can't reach people. We all had to go behind a paywall because they won't let you do anything. So that's a massive disadvantage. You can't even get to the 19-year-old who's on the fence, who hears your point and go, that's a good point. Starts digging into the thing and going, we're getting played here. We're getting played on both parties. And my biggest issue right now we're talking is this border, and it's like, well, whatever. Nobody cares. Like, I hear nothing about it.